Hey, welcome to the Original Brew Collective podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, what we do on this podcast and on these episodes is we review different beers from different breweries, and then while we're reviewing them, while we're drinking them, we talk about a variety of topics that we call our brewery talk. So today we're actually drinking two different beers, and it's Can you kind of explain what this is part of?
Yeah, so both these beers are part of, they're both collaborations with some incredible brewing companies. One from the East Coast and one from the West Coast, and different breweries, obviously. But the collaborations were with the same organization, the Pink Boots Society, which is female brewers.
Yeah.
And Pink Boots Society, if you're not familiar with that, we'll get into that a little bit later. But it is a non-profit that revolves around women in the brewing world and empowering them. And it's a really, really cool organization. Like I said, we'll get a little bit more into that. But as far as the East Coast brewery, we're looking at Trillium. We're really excited about that. That's going to be a Gose. And then we're going to be trying a double IPA that's coming from New Glory. And like I said, both of these beers are from or collaborations with Pink Boots Society.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the one that we are drinking from the West Coast, which is cool. Like, I didn't really put that together, that West Coast and East Coast different beers, and so that's awesome. But the one that we're drinking on the West Coast is one that we are lucky to have very close to where we live.
Absolutely.
In the Sacramento area, and it's from New Glory, and this is the beer that we're going to be drinking that they collaborated with Pink Boots Society is Run the World, and it's a double IPA, and this is the volume 2. It's the second time that they've come out with this beer. But New Glory, it has 2 locations.
They do.
So there's one in Sacramento, and then there's one in Roseville, California as well.
It might be Granite Bay.
Yeah, well, Granite Bay is Roseville.
It's right out. Granite Bay is right on the outskirts of Roseville.
Yeah, Granite Bay, Roseville.
It's their brewery eatery.
Yeah, and they have like the tap room and the eatery at those locations. But New Glory has been one of my favorite breweries for a while, and I love New Glory, and so I'm really excited to try this one. So, what's the one that we're drinking on the East Coast?
Just speaking of New Glory real fast.
Yeah,
New Glory is absolutely, for lack of a better term, stepped up their game. They've always been killing it with their IPAs and everything, but as of late, I want to do a shout out for their stouts. They've been stepping up their stout game. Yeah. It is awesome. So if you see that they release, they've been releasing pastry stouts recently, and they have been some incredible ones. Yeah. We were lucky enough to try their collaboration with Moxa.
Yeah, I've actually talked about that one, but that one is Mallow Blaster.
Yeah.
With Moxa. Gosh,
Psychic Venom.
Psychic Venom. We had that one.
We tried their Psychic Venom, which is what? Do you remember the percentage on that?
I know it was 14.
14.
14.4 is coming to mind.
Yeah.
It was a little bit above 14, but that was an imperial pastry stout that they did, and gosh,
very good.
That was really, really good.
Yeah. So shout out to New Glory.
Yeah.
Go follow them on social media. New Glory Brewing Company, and like Ben mentioned, they have their second location now, Granite Bay, Roseville area, called New Glory Eatery. Incredible food, by the way. I had some family in town, and we took them to the eatery, and I had tried some of their food, but I hadn't tried like the full spectrum of the menu. And when I had family there, we visited, and we all got a bunch of different things and all shared, and I was blown away.
Really?
I was blown away.
I actually haven't gone yet.
Yeah,
I really wish I had.
They had a Brussels sprout, which might sound weird to some people. It was like they call it the Brussels pizza, I think, but it was Brussels sprouts with like a balsamic glaze.
Oh.
It was crazy good.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, my cousin was like, oh, let's split the pizza, like, because we were selecting something to share with everyone. And that was so good. Everything we got was incredible from them. So yeah, if you're in the Sacramento area, highly recommend going to New Glory's location. Sure. If you're not in the Sacramento area, I highly recommend getting their beer through a trade or whatever you can.
Yeah.
Because like we said, they're putting out some great stuff.
Even their brewery, in and of itself. I mean, it's smaller, but it's a cool place to like hang out, and they have like I really appreciate New Glory's like can art. and that they do, and they have like kind of that feel on the walls and stuff. I don't know. It's a cool place to hang out. So.
Actually, while we're on the topic of New Glory, fun fact: their head brewer or master brewer, however you want to say it, came from Moonraker.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
He wasn't the head brewer at Moonraker, but it had come from Moonraker, and he knows what he's doing. Clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
By by the quality of beers they're putting out.
Yeah, they're some of my favorite.
Yeah. And then the East Coast brewery, Pink Boots Collab, is going to be from Trillium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's even level playing field. It's part of their Seesaw series that Trillium puts out. And so we're really excited about this one. It even says on the can, brewed by the women of Trillium. Yeah, and so this is an American Gose.
Nice.
So the New Glory one will be a double IPA. This is going to be an American Gose ale.
So we're a pretty different spectrum.
Yeah, we are,
with this.
which I'm excited about.
Me too.
Yeah,
for
to
sure.
get rather than trying two of the same beers, which is always actually fun to do.
Yeah.
To try two of the same, categories of beer. But yeah, we're excited to have two different spectrums here.
Yeah, and it's so cool to since we've been doing this podcast, we've been able to get some pretty great beers and from Trillium and I don't know, so I'm really excited I've only had IPAs from Trillium so far, so this will be fun to try.
Yeah, we're really excited about, honestly, we're excited about Trillium, but we're excited about this New Glory Around the World because you said this was the second year?
This is they're volume 2 of it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And did you try this last year?
No, I didn't.
And neither did I. So this will be a first for both of us, and then a first for both of us as well for this Trillium.
Yep.
So we're really excited. And I don't know if Trillium made this 2 years back to back or not. But New Glory sounds like they did. But yeah, we're really excited. So we got a double IPA and then a Gose, American Gose from Trillium. New Glory being the double IPA. So we're really excited. And I don't think we should wait any longer. I think we should crack this open.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, let's crack it open. So for those of you who are just listening and not currently watching on YouTube at the moment, we're going to be drinking two different beers, one of them being from New Glory Brewing, Run the World, which is a double IPA coming at 8.2 ABV. The can art is pink splotches on a white background. The second beer will be from Trillium. It is called Level Playing Field. It is part of their Seesaw series, and it is an American Gose. It's an ombre-style can going from white up top down to pink with a seesaw on it. And both cans and both beers are a collaboration with the Pink Boots Society. All right, so now that we have the beer poured out into the individual glasses, once again, we're drinking Run the World by New Glory. And so we're going to be drinking those in a Teku, and that is a double IPA. And then we're going to be drinking, once again, Level Playing Field, which is an American Gose from Tulips. And so these are going to be two different tulips, if you're watching with us right now. Fairly similar, but they do look slightly different. As far as tasting goes, it's all the same with these two glasses that we have for the tulips.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough variation to make a difference in the tasting that Ben and I are going to have individually. Mm-hmm. So we're really excited about these two beers. Once again, they are, and I've said this a few times already, incredible breweries. We have a West Coast brewery, New Glory, and then a really popular East Coast brewery, Trillium. And these are both collaborations with the Pink Boots Society. If you're not familiar with the Pink Boots Society, they were founded in 2007. I do have some notes taken. I am not all-knowing, unfortunately. It would be great if I was. But I'm not. So they were founded in 2007. By, and I'm so sorry, Terry. The founder's name is Terry. I'm going to butcher her last name. Her name is Terry Farendorft. So, kind of similar to a character from Lord of the Rings, maybe, the last name.
That's
I don't
cool.
know. I think it sounds like a really cool last name.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Good for you, Terry. But yeah, Terry Farendorf. And when she founded Pink Boots Society back in 2007, there's only 16 members. And it is it's a nonprofit. They have international memberships, which I was surprised because I had heard about Pink Boots Society. Mm-hmm. I had known they've been around. They do collaborations over the years, each year with breweries. But I did not know that it was international. In fact, and this is a little bit, I feel, honestly, this is a little ignorant of me, but I thought it was a local thing. And then I found out it was more widespread. I'm like, okay, it's across the U.S., but it is further than that.
Oh, really?
Which is really cool. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Is super cool.
Yeah, so we'll get into that, but it is, just to quote, the Pink Boots Society is a non-profit organization with international memberships, which is really cool, which supports women working in the brewing profession, especially in crafting beer. And so we're going to get a little more into all that. But yeah, so both of these are collaborations with Pink Boots Society. We're really excited to try both of these. Very different styles. Like we said, New Glory, a really incredible brewing company from the West Coast.
Yes.
Actually, we're fortunate. It is very close
to
where we live. It's a double IPA. And then we have an American Gose from Trillium, which is a really, really, really great brewing
Really
company.
sought after, too.
Yeah,
At least for us.
For us, it is. Yeah, from the East Coast. And we've been fortunate enough to try the brews before. Both of these are a new one for us.
Mm-hmm.
Even though New Glory is so close.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to try both of these. Looking at the color.
Yeah.
Let's start with New Glory. Let's start with Run the World, the double IPA.
Yeah.
Looking at the color of this one, Ben, what are you thinking?
Well, the first thing too is like the lacing on the glass is
absolutely.
just lasting. So it is very nice, and so that's just a really good sign of a good beer. And to me, it's light orange, dark yellow is what I would say.
Yeah.
It is a hazy. Yeah, I mean, I can't see through it. So
Pretty opaque.
yeah, very opaque. Not like completely opaque, but it is opaque.
The head retention has lasted quite some time.
Yeah, it has.
Which is a really good sign, once again, of a quality beer.
But yeah, I mean, light orange.
Yeah.
Light orange.
Yeah.
Spectrum.
I want to say tangerine, but tangerines are kind of more orange than this. I don't know. For some reason, I want to say like a...
Yeah, I could see that.
tangerine-y
I could
color.
see that for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, no. This is definitely opaque. I mean, if I put my hand over the glass on the other side of the teku, and you can see a little bit of the shadow, but,
yeah.
Really nice color on this one.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching on YouTube with us right now, it kind of goes without saying, great color, you can see.
Yeah,
and you
for
can
sure.
see when I tilt my glass, look at that, the lacing that it leaves is also a great quality.
It's really nice.
It is. It's a really nice quality. Kind of representative of a quality beer. And let's see what we get on the nose.
All right.
So without question, I get so much mango up front. What are you getting?
Yeah, I can get mango. I'm getting mango for sure. I mean, I kind of want to say I'm getting like a little bit of lime.
Really?
On it. Yeah. Like lemon lime, almost.
To be completely honest, and so to each their own, you are going to sense, it is kind of an individual thing. I mean, it's common to have, find similar notes, like Ben might be getting some mango and stuff. I wouldn't have picked up on the lemon lime or the lime until you said that, and I can find trace notes of it. I'm not picking it up as much as I am the mango. The mango is really in my face. In a really good way. A lot of mango for me in my face.
Yeah. It smells juicy.
Very trace notes of lemon lime for me personally. But that is interesting.
To me, I mean, it's a little, very, very little, like, I don't want to say, like, kind of piney almost, but like very little on that. But
I'm just getting, for me, it's just right off the bat, it's a lot of mango and maybe a little bit of melon.
It smells really good.
Yeah. You want to see what we get on the palate on this one, or you want to move to the next?
What do you think? I mean,
let's see what we get.
Yeah, I want to drink it.
Let's be adventurous. Oh wow, that's really good.
It is. Wow. I'm not really picking up on any pininess on the palate.
Nope, not either.
And it's really not that bitter either.
Nope, this is very smooth, juicy. I'm getting mango, apricot.
Maybe a little.
I'm getting
that's
apricot.
Good. Yeah, now that you said that, I can really taste that, and kind of a little bit of citrus.
Yeah. And I don't even know if I would. When I say citrus, my mind automatically goes to orange.
I was thinking orange.
Oh, okay, you were?
Yeah, a little bit of orange.
I was thinking maybe more on the tangerine spectrum or something, or mandarin.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's definitely some orange quality to that. I mean, citrus in general.
Yeah.
But
those are pretty similar to me.
They are.
Like the fruit of itself.
Mouthfeel, I'd say medium.
Yeah.
It's not too heavy.
It's not.
It's just nice and refreshing. It does coat your mouth.
Refreshing
a little bit.
This is a refreshing double IPA.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's interesting that it's a double IPA because it's masked pretty well. What is it's 8.2.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty high for what we're getting right here on the mouthfeel. Medium mouthfeel, not too heavy, not too thick, but it's like, coats your mouth really how you'd want it for an IPA. We personally, I know I'm speaking for both Ben and I, we both do like, a heavier mouthfeel, and not too light. And so this is a nice one being medium. But yeah, the 8.2 is masked very well with like the juiciness on this IPA.
I like your word refreshing.
Yeah.
It's refreshing. It really is.
It is.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot.
This is a really good beer. We haven't had too many collaborations with breweries in Pink Boots Society, and for being one of our first, this is a really good one.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
I think the only other one I've only had one, and that was from Moxa. Is that Persistence?
You'd think, yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
from Moxa?
That was a really good
beer.
beer.
So that's the only other, and I've only had that one on tap, but so this is a treat, man. This is really good.
Yeah. Moxa actually, they did Persistence 2 years in a row. So the first year, Moxa's only been around a year. Their first year was last year, and that was, in my personal opinion, one of my favorite IPAs they ever put out. That was a really good one. And then I had it again last week, actually, on tap, because this is an annual thing. They do it around the same time. I think they start brewing, the Pink Boots Society starts brewing right around March with different breweries. They start doing their collabs right around March, maybe late March, early April or something. I think more of the March, because they started releasing them, in April.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, in our area at least. So yeah, I had last week when I was there, I had Persistence on tap again. So the second year in a row for Mox, and it was still on point. Very good. It was a little different this year, but both no complaints either way. Both years were incredible.
Yeah, and for this one that we're drinking, I mean, I don't know what Volume 1 was like, but Volume 2 Around the World is
super good.
It's on point.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Let's look at Trillium's, which is once again level playing field.
Really excited to try this one.
Yeah, the color on this one.
It is beautiful.
This is like a, what would you say, like a ruby? No, I wouldn't even say ruby red. What would you compare that color to?
I want to say dark pink.
Yeah, it is a rich dark pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good description of it. I mean, we're drinking these out of tulip glasses once again. Really nice color on this. It is almost a red.
It's almost red.
Yeah.
It's like
pink.
It's hinting at red.
To the point where it's almost red.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice color. Let's see what we get on the nose.
Yeah.
You can smell the tanginess.
Yeah.
For a Gose, like you can smell it's going to be a little tart. Which I personally love.
I do too. Yeah. Getting the tartness.
You know that it's going to be tart, and you're going to get notes of tropical fruit, like passion fruit or something.
Well, it says on here, right?
What is it?
It says passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Prickly pear, dragon fruit.
That's funny because I'm not quite sure about.
I'm just
prickly pear. I'm not very familiar with prickly pear. But you know what's funny is it's funny because I said passion fruit and that's what it's saying is on it. So I guess what I was getting on the nose is correct. But dragon fruit, I would say is almost like certain colors spectrum of dragon fruit is actually a good comparison for this. Because you're familiar with the color dragon fruit. Yeah. So if you're currently listening and not watching with us, this beer is kind of like a darker version of dragon fruit a little bit. But yeah, I'm getting just the passion fruit on the nose and the tang of the tartness.
Yeah.
That I feel like we're probably going to get on the palate.
Let's try it.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite Goses.
Dude.
I will say that
This is... Oh, my gosh.
the tart sourness that you're getting, because Gose is considered like, you know, a sour. It just makes your mouth water at the back end.
That's
it's so
yes,
nice.
because a lot of times, for me, like, everything is relative. You know, everyone has their different how they taste things, but a lot of times with sours, like, there's kind of for me, like, that's not, I don't know. This one has like a really juicy finish.
I was just about to say this is one of the juiciest sours I've ever had.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, because I don't want to say sours like usually
dry.
Okay, yeah,
What the?
That's what I was thinking. Like sometimes they have like a dry finish for me. But this one,
I think we're both saying that. We're both like saying it at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is, first of all, weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that weird. We're really good friends. We know each other very well.
Yeah.
But keep going, because dude, what I'm thinking is what you're saying.
Well, because I think a lot of times I love sours, and I think a lot of the times when I drink sour, it does have like a dry finish.
Yeah.
And which is always a little like, because they're fruity too, but then have that dry finish. But this
is nice.
It is, yeah. I love sours.
Yeah.
I'm just have been getting so into sours, but this one is like juicy all the way through.
It is.
This is like definitely one of the best Goses.
This is a different sour for sure.
And it is.
This Gose is
good.
Really good.
It's weird. Like both of these are completely
different
different
styles,
beers, different styles. But both, like, and you said it on the first one, I know I brought it up, but, like, both so refreshing.
This is...
Like, I could drink this. I'm sad that Trillium is so far away.
I know.
Because, like, during, like, the summer, this would be such a good beer. I mean, any time, but, like...
It's nice that it's a 4.7, to be honest. We drink a lot of, like Ben has mentioned before, a lot of stouts, a lot of heavy stouts. So we're talking, like, we've had some that are, like, up to, like, 14%, 15%. Stouts, and we drink like right now we're drinking a double IPA from New Glory that is the Run the World's 8.2, but it's honestly kind of nice to have something that's 4.7 that you can have more of, and I want more of. I will want more of this.
Yeah, I want more of this.
4% or 4.7%, and it's refreshing. It just finishes, you know.
I don't understand.
Just sour enough, just tart enough, to make your mouth water, but you keep wanting more, and I'm getting a lot of passion fruit on this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I feel like dragon fruit isn't, maybe in my opinion, not as flavorful, but I'm getting notes of that as well.
Yeah, because I think too, you and I, we've been having more beers with dragon fruit in it.
We have.
And so like I'm definitely picking up
a lot. There's a lot of dragon fruit in
it.
it.
I was picking up on that too. And I know it's in the beer,
I think is a compliment to the brewery, because a lot of beers that say they have dragon fruit in it, they do, but this one I've never had as much upfront dragon fruit flavor as this beer.
Yeah, I would agree.
Absolutely. If you've ever had raw, just straight up dragon fruit, like the fruit, you're getting tons, like absolutely notes of dragon fruit, and very upfront and strong, and just incredible.
Honestly, shout out to Trillium and Pink Boots Society.
Yeah,
because man. Because Trillium is really known. I mean, I've heard about their IPAs, but they're also really, really known for their stouts. Mm-hmm. Really well known for their stouts. They are. I didn't know how much I would like this one. Mm-hmm. So I guess they're known for their Goses now.
Yeah.
Because this is so.
They're with us.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm gonna just say on the can, it says brewed by the women of Trillium.
Ooh.
So that makes me think that the women members of Trillium are part of Pink Boots Society, because this is a Pink Boots Society collab.
So cool.
Has the logo emblem on it. So yeah, that just goes to show that I think that the women who helped brew this are part of Trillium, and who are members of Pink Boots Society. And just hats off to you, because this is such a good beer. And we're complimenting this so much. I don't want to discredit
No,
because this collaboration, this IPA, I think we're just really blown away by the Gose. We've never had a Gose like it this
juicy.
Run the World is really juicy, really good IPA, especially for a double. Yeah, we're really impressed with both of these beers.
Yeah.
And hats off to Pink Boots Society.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to keep drinking these.
Yeah.
So if you've watched with us or listened with us before, you know that we've already started talking about it, but we have our brewery talk that we talk about each week on this podcast. So what are we talking about today for brewery talk?
Yeah, we are going to be talking about the Pink Boots Society, honestly, like we've already mentioned, but women within the brewing world and women in brewing historically. I think it's a really interesting topic. I think it's something definitely worth talking about. And I think it's very fitting with what we're drinking today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Both of these, you know?
Definitely.
It's a really worthy topic. Probably should be talked about more, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I think that what better way to kick it off than talking about, and this isn't necessarily brewery related, but what better way to kick it off than talking about the important women in our lives. Mm-hmm. So Ben, I'll let you take it away.
Okay.
Who are some of the most, who would you say are some of the most significant or important women in your lives?
Okay, yeah.
Women in your life, not life. You don't have lives, unless you're believe in multiple reincarnation lives, which if you do, then I guess in your lifetime.
Yes. So this, I will say, this is no particular order. I don't want to put an order on it.
That is a very healthy way to start.
Right?
This.
Right?
Not healthy, safe.
Yes, very safe way. No particular order. I would say first, shout out to my mom. I gotta say my mom.
Absolutely.
I have two older brothers and a younger sister, so there's four of us, and I can't imagine even my two brothers. We were we're all pretty close in age, and so just raising three boys that were just insane. I can't even imagine. But my mom has gone through quite a bit. You know, she had breast cancer. She beat cancer. She survived that, and not once do I think I heard. I don't think I heard her complain once about it, which is amazing.
That is incredible.
And then to top that off, she later on they moved and she had to get both of her hips replaced.
I was aware of this.
Yeah, so she got hip replacement surgery on both of her hips and just knew she had to get it done and has recovered and is walking around, and it's just she's such an incredible person with so much drive and for life, and so shout out to my mom for raising us, for beating cancer, for healing from 2 hip replacement surgeries, which is a serious surgery. I mean, come on,
shout out to Ben's mommy.
Yeah, just total badass. So she, I mean, yeah, definitely can't not say her on this one.
Yeah.
I would say second would be, and like I said, no particular order, but my daughter. I love my daughter so much, and
she's pretty cool.
Yeah, she is. She's from
experience, she's pretty rad.
She is pretty cool. So she is a little over a year old now, but with an insane amount of personality and just drive for exploring and just
a zest for life.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And she's so happy and just she waves to everyone and honestly kind of starts a lot of conversations that my wife and I don't necessarily want to have just because she's so cute and everyone wants to talk to her. Cuz she wants to talk to everyone. She's a little extrovert, but definitely my daughter, she I don't know, she influential because she she changed me, man. Yeah. She's just incredible. I didn't know how much I could love someone until we had our daughter. And then I gotta say my wife. My wife Jessica.
Safe answer.
Yeah, not just a safe answer. It is an answer.
True answer, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yes. So my wife and I, we've been together since we were our birthdays in the same month of the same year, and so we've both been together since we were 15 years old.
That's crazy.
And we're both 28 now, so we've been together for 13 years, and yeah, she's just kind, compassionate, beautiful woman, and I love her so much. And I think once we had our daughter, and I'm sure for people who I don't know, it's just crazy how much things change and how much you see that person differently And she's just an incredible mom, an incredible friend, an incredible daughter to her parents, and an incredible sister. And I really think everyone is better for knowing her, because she's just an awesome person. So
she's cool too.
Yeah, she is. So those were those are the top three.
Yeah.
Top three for me.
Those are good top three?
Yeah.
I will, for time's sake, I'll try to keep it shorter than what Ben just said.
Sorry, man.
But no less love to those that I mentioned. First and foremost, in no particular order, but my wife. For me, personally, most supportive woman in my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm feeling stressed for whatever reason, or, whatever I'm going through or anything, she's 100% there. Very supportive, beautiful, incredible. That's where I'm gonna stop, because there's so much I can say about my wife.
Yeah, she's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm a lucky man. My mom, 100%. Everyone who meets my mom loves my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ben will attest to this.
I love her.
My buddies tell me all the time, like, my buddies who have either known my mom for years, or if I make a new friend and they meet my mom, they're like, dude, your mom is awesome. Like, she's such a kind person. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, shout out to my mom.
She's genuinely cares.
She is, yeah.
Like, you can tell.
Yeah, absolutely. She genuinely cares about people. One example, actually, I said I wouldn't take long. I remember at one point in my life, I was young, and I thought that I wanted to pursue music and be a musician and make a band. And my mom took me out to coffee and asked me, like, what do you want to do? Are you serious about this? And at the time, obviously that's not the direction I went, but at the time I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do, and I'm passionate about it. And I still do really enjoy writing music and stuff, but she was like, all right, then that's it. Like, do it. You do it. And then she was supportive. And so, yeah, my mom is one of the most supportive people in my life. And that goes, honestly, like I said, that kind of goes with my wife, too. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with my wife, is just because she's so supportive and caring, and honestly takes care of me. I'd be a wreck without my wife. Also, shout out to my sister. My sister is really creative in her own way, and we butt heads throughout our childhood, but like what siblings don't really, so shout out to my sister. I love her. And then also a special shout out to my sister-in-law, who I consider a sister, and my brother married a really cool woman who we're fortunate enough to live close to my wife, and I live close to my brother and his wife, actually kind of across the street.
Yeah.
And so we like to go over there, and they're like nice enough to host game night for us to come over, and we bring over some nice beers and have some drinks and play games. And so my sister-in-law is really cool. I consider her a really good friend of mine. But yeah, those are and I hope I didn't forget anyone, but I have a lot of really incredible women in my life. Actually, my friends, and I speak for both Ben and I know I do here.
Yeah.
These are our friends.
Yes.
We have some friends, their wives, Kenzie, Kaylee.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a few more than that, but I don't want to give out too many names. But we have some really cool women in our lives.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have.
Yeah.
Really, some of the best friends we've ever had.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And dude, you talked just as long as I did.
Oh, well, got carried away.
and that actually reminded me, like, I have to give, and like, I hope this does, I know she watches these and she listens, my sister.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want it to seem like I forgot, but it seems like I did. But when you said your sister, I was like, oh my gosh, I meant to say my sister too. Because my sister she's amazing.
I almost just said her name because I was going to compliment her.
Grace.
It's
okay. It's okay to say her
Grace.
name.
Grace is an incredible vocalist.
Yeah, we're actually.
And I don't know your sister. Like, Ben is being one of my best friends. I haven't hung out with your sister as much as I feel like I could or should. You know what I mean? I mean, she doesn't live in the area anymore.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, Grace is really cool.
Yeah, we're in a band together. She's super creative, and
Ben and Grace on vocals collab. They kill it. Like doing harmonizing and stuff.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, so shout out to my sister too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned our friends too, because they're amazing too.
Yeah. Well, okay. So enough about us and about the women in our lives.
Women in general.
Women in general.
So incredible.
Incredible, you know. Men suck, really. I mean, we kind of do a little. But
what would we do without them, man?
I don't. We'd be miserable.
Gosh.
Yeah. Actually, that is a really good segue. We wouldn't have as good of a beer without them. We would.
I agree.
And that 100%. Is a fact. And if
that
you
is a
think,
fact.
Like, what are you talking about? I say, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I guess I don't know what. I mean, you're wrong. Women actually, fun fact, women were really, kind of took the lead as when it came to brewing back in the day. If you look back to like the 1300s in England, it was more common for women to brew than men. Yeah, and they were called brewsters, not brewmasters or not brewers. They were called brewsters. And it was more common for women to brew than men. And then, honestly, the harsh truth, and it's kind of unfortunate, the reason it kind of led into men being, dominant in the industry is because it became profitable. And so when it became profitable, men started coming more into the scene, started brewing more, and they started forming brewing guilds that didn't include women. They wouldn't include them in the brewing guilds. They weren't allowed. And so it really excluded them, outed them. So yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate thing that happened, is that women were it was more common for them to brew as brewsters, and then men took over and excluded them and when it became profitable, which is really unfortunate, honestly.
Yeah.
But we're really happy to see it, that there's this, they're starting to come back, and it's becoming more common to see women in the brewing industry, which is awesome. And then Pink Boots Society formed, which is absolutely incredible, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think, like Ben doesn't think that, and Ben doesn't agree. Attack him.
Let's debate.
Yeah.
I agree.
But in all seriousness, it's really cool. And that is the facts, that it used to be predominantly women brewing. Before it became more of popular, more of a money thing, really. It was between the 1300s and the 1500s, actually, when that whole phase happened. But really interesting, and we brought up the Pink Boots Society, an incredible organization. They have an Instagram, their social media. Go follow them; they're really cool. I mentioned earlier that I was ignorant and thought it was kind of a local thing until I found out, when I first heard about it, until I found out more about it. But it's international. They actually have locations, obviously, the U.S., Canada, Central America, South America, Sweden, Australia.
Wow.
Yeah, super cool. I was pumped when I found out about that.
Yeah, that is so cool.
I thought it was just a U.S. thing. It was really dumb of me, but that's what I thought. I had never heard about it. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was looking, if you go on their website, I was looking at the map, and you can scroll out, zoom out, and see all the locations. And that was really eye-opening to know that there's that many chapters, because the map on their website will show you the chapters. And to see all the different locations all across the U.S. was just insane. It was really cool and eye-opening to know that they are able to. They have those groups of women who form those chapters to populate, honestly, across the globe, which is really cool.
That is.
So we kind of wanted to, or I kind of wanted to talk about, do a shout out with this topic about different brewing companies that have women either that are the owners, primary owners, or the head brewers, because it's not very common. Actually, back in 2014, Stanford did a study. I looked this up. And only, mind you, I already said this, but 2014, so this is a little bit, I don't want to say outdated, but what are we, 5 years ago?
5 years. Yeah.
5 years ago, the study was done. So I'm curious how I did look into this. I couldn't find out how much has changed since.
Yeah.
But back in 2014, only 4% of all brewmasters were women, which is kind of disappointing, because obviously we have these incredible beers, and they know what, I mean, they're, the people who are so knowledgeable and, helping produce these incredible beers, so they're not being represented. But yeah, back in 2014, only 4%.
Hopefully a lot has changed
crazy.
in 5 years.
I really hope so too.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
Because these are some of the best. They're so good.
These are really good beers. Yeah, absolutely. So I did want to do a shout out to some breweries that are either women owned or have a head brewer. So Riverwatch Brewing in Augusta, Georgia, is owned by women, and so I thought that was really cool.
Nice.
Local Brewing Co., which is in San Francisco.
Oh.
Which is not far from us, so I don't know how we haven't gone there.
I don't.
So
either.
next time we go, because we do love going to San Francisco. We love going to Bear Bottle.
Yes.
They're great.
I love going to Bear Bottle.
But next time we go, which probably won't be in like the too far ahead future, like probably near future, we should go to. We should make it a point to go and support local brewing.
Because we've been planning on going back to
Absolutely.
San Francisco for a while. So
yeah, so Local Brewing Co. in San Francisco, California.
Yeah, we should
is
for
women
sure
owned.
go.
And they're like that brewers. And so when I do this list, it's not just women owned.
So at Local,
they
are the.
It's a collaboration, so it's either women owned by a woman, or it's the woman head brewer. Woman is a head brewer.
Mm-hmm.
Head brewer is a female.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for both of those, it's actually owned by females and then also female head brewers, which is really really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Third Wave Brewing Company in Del Mar. I think that's how you pronounce it. Del Mar, Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was really surprised with this one. Because this is a really popular brewing company. It is Lost Coast Brewery. It's founded, by a woman, which is
cool.
awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
Is that Eureka?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even say that yet, so that's fun.
Well, I know the brewery.
I mean, they're popular. They're big.
So
and
Eureka,
I don't think
California.
It's known. Like,
right.
I didn't know that. Yeah, which is really cool.
Oh, that's a huge...
And they started
so
before the huge craft beer scene blew up.
Yeah, they're really big.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They're absolutely huge. They're in grocery stores and everything like that. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Big. That is.
And then this one I threw in just off the top of my head because I knew about it and I thought I was excited to throw this in. It's a local brewing company to us. It's Crooked Lane Brewing Company.
Oh.
In Auburn, California.
Really?
So it's not owned by a woman.
Okay.
But they did hire a female head brewer, master brewer. Yeah.
Nice.
And they're growing in popularity for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to the brewery
I have
before?
been once. I have cousins that live. So I think I said it. They're in Auburn, California, which is fun fact. That's where they filmed part of the movie Phenomenon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is a really old movie. I think in the
I used
90s.
to live in Auburn.
And fun fact, also number 2, Ben lived in Auburn at one point. But yeah, I have some cousins. I have a few cousins that live in Auburn, and so I went there and wanted to hang out. We went to Crooked Lane. It was cool. Like there was a live band playing, and they do actually. I want to go. They do comedy nights.
Yeah.
So they have local comedians come in.
Yeah, they do trivia. They turned Crooked Lane. They turned like a car sales place into a brewery. So
it's an old car dealership.
It's a little different than your normal brewery, but they made the atmosphere and the vibe pretty cool in there. It's big.
It's fun.
It's really
big.
It
used to be a old car dealership, and so it's not like a big warehouse or anything, or like a tiny little place that you see for some breweries, but it's a big car dealership. It's
big.
That turned into a brewery.
It's really
It's big.
It's really big.
It is big. Yes,
it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was. I didn't honestly. I think when I didn't even know that. Like I was surprised, and then I found out later on. I was listening to a podcast, kind of like our own, and I found that out, and I was like, well, why did I not know that? Like, why isn't that a thing? Like, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, so I definitely want to support them a little more, honestly. But if you know anyone who is into brewing, who's or taking courses on brewing, or who's interested in brewing, who is a female, go to pinkbootsociety.org. That's their website. Well, first of all, if you're not a woman, I don't care. Go follow them on social media. They're on Instagram and Facebook. They're all on all the main social media platforms. So go give them a follow. Really incredible organization. But yeah, if you are a woman or know any women who are interested in the brewing scene or already involved in it, they can become members. There are a list. If you go to their website, I already said it's the pinkbootsociety.org. You click on the drop down, the members tab, and you can view the requirements. But it's like, it's if you're like pursuing an education in brewing and you're a woman, or if you've been serving in the industry already, or if you're pursuing opening a brewery or a brew pub or a bar. But yeah, they're all over the globe. You can look at the map and then see the charters and then select a charter. You can change charters if you're already a member. But definitely go give them a follow, no matter what. And then if you know anyone or you are specifically interested, go on their website, pinkbootsociety.org. Check them out. Yeah. And yeah, I would highly recommend considering being a member. We have, I mean, obviously, like, New Glory is close to us, so we have members near us. One of the members specifically owns my favorite bottle shop in our area, Final Gravity.
Yeah.
Her name's Amy. Which is funny because I know her name, but I don't think she knows mine. But that's how it goes probably when you own a bottle shop, and I go in as much as as much as I do.
You go in a lot.
I do go in a lot. It's my favorite. They have a crazy good selection.
That's probably my favorite too.
Yeah, they have. I mean, Final Gravity in Roseville, California. They have, in my opinion, the best selection.
They have such.
And there's other good shops in the area, but they're my favorite. They're my go-to, honestly. I actually heard her on a local podcast.
Oh, cool.
A while back before we started our own thing, and that's how I'm familiar with her, like who she is, and that she's part of Pink Boots Society, and that's also what got me caught up on Pink Boots Society, because that podcast did a Pink Boots Society discussion. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Like we said, go follow them. Go check out their website if you're interested at all.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. Really cool organization. But yeah, obviously they help contribute and make really good beers. And not even contribute, I'm sure they make good beers.
Yeah, they make good beers.
Like we said, we have Crooked Lane near us. There's all these other breweries. And the ones I listed with, head brewers are owned by women, just a few. Like when I was doing research, there were so many that people don't know about. Or aren't aware that it's women brewers, and they would just, I don't know, like they just drink the beer and they don't know who owns it or whatnot. Yeah. But absolutely go check them out. Do your research. Pink Boots Society, check them out. Really cool organization. Great cause.
Definitely.
But like I said, we have some really good beers here, which is just an example of what Pink Boots Society is contributing to and making.
Yeah. And I know, like, a lot of the times, I mean, on these podcasts and these episodes, like, we say these are really good beers, but they are. I mean, we're trying to find.
We've never just to clarify, we've never lied.
No,
we never said that. Like, this is good. It's
we
bad,
are trying to
it's
find.
Always good.
We want to have.
We want to review good beers.
Yeah, really good beers.
We don't mess around.
And
with that.
I mean, like I said it before, but like, shout out to Pink Boots Society because these are so so good. I cannot, and that was like really cool. That was cool to hear about all that stuff. Man, it's just awesome. Like I love hearing about that, and like it's so cool that especially like the craft brew scene is like, I don't know, a part of that, and just making us aware and coming out with great beers that we can enjoy because of it. And this Gose is one of the best I've had. This double IPA is just incredible,
refreshing
and like both of these
both of them are so refreshing,
blowing my mind. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, enough about that. Like we said, go follow them. Go check out their website if you have any interest at all. Really, seriously, go do that. But we are going to keep on drinking these. Yeah. In the meantime, while we keep sipping these, go follow us or subscribe on YouTube, and then follow us. Is it subscribe or follow on podcast? How's that?
You can subscribe to our podcast, and then we would ask if you could just review and rate, and that kind of just boosts it as well. And if you could do that, and then on Facebook and Instagram, if you would like to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, we are at Original Brew Collective, and then you can follow us on Twitter. We are at Brew Original on there, and we post content daily on all those platforms. So either on the platforms or YouTube, you can keep up with our podcast. But if not, you can follow us on social media and keep up with our posts because we post more than what we're just drinking now. We post a lot of beers. Yeah, definitely. A lot. Too much. Maybe too much. No. Not enough. I don't think there's such thing, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. That's silly. Anyways, we're going to keep drinking these. But in the meantime, thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Go subscribe. Go follow. Check out Pink Boots Society. So, cheers to Pink Boots Society. Yes. Cheers to Trillium. Cheers to New Glory. Yes. Thank you so much for providing these incredible beers for us. Incredible. Absolutely. Yeah. So, cheers. Cheers.